Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play and we ride on them things like every day. Big beats, hit streets and see gangsters roaming, and parties do not stop until 8 in the morning. What's going on, everybody in the building today, guys? We have the review, of course, of the Nike Dunk Low and Air Force One ATL. Now, guys, you probably have seen the Nike Dunk Low ATL. It's been all around. I remember seeing it first back in November of 2022. However, I have yet to see anybody talk about the Air Force One. And of course, we are in the 50 years of hip hop, and Nike is commemorating, of course, the Dirty South, or the ATL, the crown, in my opinion, and me being biased, but the kings of hip hop right now, at least. Okay, salutes to LA, salutes to New York, the birth of hip hop, salutes to LA, the birth of gangster rap, you know. But I cannot sit here and lie and let people lie and say that Atlanta has not been running and leading the forefront of hip hop recently. Now, you can say what you want about this rapper and that rapper, but when you look back for the past decade plus, from Ludacris to T.I. to Jeezy to Gucci to now Future, Lil Baby, Thug, you know, even though he's locked up, Migos, all that, we have produced countless and countless iconic rappers out there, man. You feel me? So salutes to Atlanta, salutes to everything about that. Now, there is some stereotypes in Atlanta that me, myself, and even on this shoe, I'm kind of like, all right, man, like Hotlanta, or we don't even use that term no more, okay? We don't go eat at the Varsity, okay? The Varsity, don't go eat there when you come to Atlanta, okay? It looked like it's like the best place to eat because it's right there in the heart of Atlanta, but no, don't go there, okay? We don't do that. We don't say shot in no more. We have grown and developed over the years, and along with that, there has been changes. We're not still in the 1996 Olympic days, you feel me? So I feel like a lot of times that is the first thing people think about when they come to Atlanta, or they want to work with people in Atlanta. They come with this stereotype of something that was set in the early 90s and 2000s. However, with this shoe being about a history and the history of Atlanta and the history of hip hop, I'm kind of cool with the old school type of feel and look to it, the Hotlanta type of look that they're trying to kind of produce here on this with these picanha type of style colors. It's bright crimson and university red that's being used on both of these shoes. And of course, these are releasing on April 4th for 404 day. April 4th on the 404. I got a 404 area code now too as well. Salutes, because 404 was the first area code of Atlanta, as far as I know. Because I mean, before that, we used to call on the phone and you didn't even use an area code. You only used the area code when you were making long distance calls. And then area codes came into the building. 404 came, and then I want to say 678 came next, and 770, or it could be one or the other with those two. And then now you got 706 and 478s and all sorts of different weird area codes now. And I've had 404 initially. I've had 678. I don't think I've ever had 770, but now I got 404 back in the building, you feel me? So let's go ahead and break down these shoes real quick, shall we? First up, we have the Air Force One, and overall, very, very solid. I'm happy that they did the Air Force One, because the Air Force One in Atlanta, in my opinion, has been a monumental shoe for the past decade plus. Air Force Ones, as I've always told you on every single top 10 video I've done, they've been the #1 shoe. It just is what it is. Like, when it comes to like pricing and what it means to me, it's always been a very high regarded sneaker. A clean pair of Air Force Ones, you just can't beat it, and you just need it, you feel me? Coming into school, first day, you had to have a fresh pair. Second semester, if you could get another pair, try your best to come back that second semester with another fresh pair. And if you can get some in between, man, you was the man of keeping a fresh pair of all white Air Force Ones. However, they decked it out in this university bright crimson picante type of style. You had the old school type of look of ATL. Very, very close, if not the same. You know, I'll pull it up. This font looks like the same exact font used in the ATL movie. Now, I won't lie, when T.I. did the ATL movie in that time frame and what time he did a very good spot on time frame. I believe he did a good representation of Atlanta back then, but Atlanta is not like that now. You know, we have changed over the time, but like I said, once again, this being a piece of history, that ATL font on the back, you have here what looks like to be a very rugged type of hard leather. Now, I'll be 100% honest, if this isn't leather, I wouldn't be too surprised either, because it has a weird texture to it, almost like a rubberized texture to it, but it has a hard type of stiff feeling like leather. I would just place my bets on it being a leather with a weird texture rather than a rubber. So I'm gonna say that it's a weird textured rubber that is used around the toe box and the back heel ankle part of the shoe. Now in the middle, as well as the actual toe box itself, you have a more rough type of suede going on here. And that type of material, if I give you guys the best type of feel to it, it reminds me a lot of the Toro Bravo 5 as far as how it feels, which is like a soft, it's a suede, but it is soft, softer than like a nubuck and Durabuck, but it is a little rough as well. Like when you rub your finger on, you can feel like some grittiness to it, if I can, that's the best way to describe it. White midsole, of course, with the air on it. You also have the ATL on the insole as well, and it comes in a typical all black Air Force box right there. It says Air Force 1 07 LV8, University Red, Bright Crimson, 8.5, 10. And yeah, that's about it for that. Now, next up, we have, of course, the Nike Dunk, which the Nike Dunk Low, this comes in a regular Nike box as well. And it says University Red, same old, size 8. I know that these retail for $120, the Dunks. So the Air Force Ones, I was unable to kind of find a number right now, but if I can throw it in like on my post edit when I can find out more information, I'll let you know. But these retailing at $120 makes me think that these retail at $110, just because this is how it usually is. But once again, you had that same type of hard texturized rubber midsole and toe box featuring that suede. And of course, one thing also that's kind of different, and I like it for the most part, is this swoosh that is in a, I would say, is this what they were calling a Bacante? It's like a it's translucent plastic, but it's almost like a neon, not pink, like a neon orange. It has a a crazy type of effect. ATL on the back, outsole, Nike, all the above. The lacings are on both of these pairs are kind of flat with like a polyester type of feel to it. And yeah, man. Now, coming from someone from the A, raised, living here my whole life, I gotta be 100, bro. Like, this is not a shoe I'm dying to keep. Now, I might keep it. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see how I feel as time goes on. I love Atlanta, but this is like it's a great execution, but poor design. Usually you hear poor design, great execution. Maybe I'm trying to think which one it is. Let me explain myself, and then y'all let me know what I'm trying to say. I appreciate it being about Atlanta. I like, the ATL on the side, right? The color though, if you take the ATL off of this shoe and I look at it, this does not scream Atlanta to me. This shoe does not scream Atlanta to me for its colorway. The only thing that makes me know it's about Atlanta is that ATL on the back. I don't know if it's the colors that were used. That's more than likely what it is. It just probably is what it is when it comes to that. If it was like a white, black, and red, kind of like a Falcon colorway, or, also very similar to white, black, and red, or white, black, red, yellow, you get the Hawks, navy blue and red, you get Braves, some sort of sports team that kind of did it. Or if you want to be very safe, which I hate to say because once again it's kind of a stereotype, but a green with a peach in it, kind of symbolizing, an actual peach, a peach with the green leaf. They've done it before with the Bo Jacksons. They've done it before with the Nike Air Up Tempos. Those type of things can kind of let me know. Like if there was like a peach on the tongue, there's some different colors, you feel me? Could have been used for this shoe to make it a better representation of Atlanta. Maybe this whole shoe was like a nice, not olive green, but forest green with a peach, or not even that, like this right here and this, all that, green, peach, swoosh, could have been whatever color, maybe yellow or something. You could have threw it off a little bit with that. That's what you need to do. I don't know, I just feel like the representation of the shoe being for Atlanta is not good. Now the shoe, the colorway and all that, I think the colorway, like you take this ATL off and just drop this as a Nike Dunk, it's still cool and it'll sell out. People will buy it, you feel me? Even for this, there's been a couple of colorways like these that already have dropped and are coming out. Not bad, but for it being an Atlanta shoe, that's the part where I'm like, I'm not too sure about that. That's just my opinion. So whether or not I'm gonna keep these, man, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna be 100% honest, like whether or not. But make sure you guys are following SoPlay ATL on Twitter and Instagram because they will be doing an event on how they release these in Atlanta, I think alongside with like Nike and other shops in Atlanta. So make sure y'all following them if you are interested in getting your hands on these. A lot of y'all always ask, this SoPlay and I have been working hand in hand for quite some time. These pairs will be at SoPlay at an event that they'll be posting about very, very shortly on the 4th of April, 404 day. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna end y'all off with a double on foot. Let's get it.